Hey, it's David here, and I just got a client, very exciting client actually, and I thought I'd just share with you the experience around it, just so that each time you hear something like this, you can just get it in your bones. Like, this is just one human being offering to help another. And by the way, you can use this with any person you admire in your community. Use it with the mayor of your town. Use it with the people who lead the Chamber of Commerce in your town. Use it with any influential people. Use it with celebrities. Feel free to use this with anybody. So it's funny. This is someone who's quite famous, and I really admire. And it's confidential who it is, but it doesn't matter who it is. And I'd offered, and I just said to this person, "Look, I'd like to contribute to your life. You know, I really love what you're up to. I'd like to contribute." I said, "You do a lot, and I've received a lot from you, and I'd like to give back. So I'd like to coach you for 3 months, no charge." And this was authentic for me. I really wanted to do that. He'd agreed that we'd have a talk to decide whether or not, coaching was a fit. So he wasn't just, yes, we'll do 3 months of coaching. He said, yeah, let's talk about it. Get on the phone. And then I didn't realize that his secretary had set up the call, and I got an email 12 minutes before the call saying, hey, is he calling you or are you calling him? I see your call's in 12 minutes time, and I'm in a cafe down the street. So it was good that I didn't have a lot of time to plan for it, because I just had to be real and on the fly. So I jumped on my motorbike, I raced home, I got on the phone, and I had 90 seconds to write down some notes, like right here. And then got on the phone. And he wasn't even sure when we got on the phone why we were talking. He'd forgotten about the whole 3-month offer, the whole whatever. He just knew it was in his calendar. So, I didn't have time to send him the coaching, the client discovery form or anything like that. So I just decided to laser. That was my intuition. Let's just find out what you're up to. Where could coaching make a difference? And then let's do it. Here's what I said. I said, look, you're up to a lot. There's a lot going on, that's clear, and I'm not even looking to bring you some ninja coaching techniques or anything. I just wanted to identify where in your life that coaching might make a difference. Let's just check it out. So I said, let's identify it. And he talked about some area, what he's up to in life, and I said, look, I can ask you a whole bunch of coaching questions, but where could coaching make the biggest difference? And I said, look, maybe it's that simple. If you had support each week, where would that make the difference? And he first said, well, I don't know, but then straight away the answer came. He said, maybe just in some accountability, maybe helping me focus on the bigger picture and some accountability. And I said, yeah, I agree. So I said, look, I'm willing to set it up, and I'm willing to do it, but I have one condition. And this is useful, particularly if you're doing something for free. You should have at least one condition. And I said, my requirement is that you organize your life around your coaching calls and not your coaching calls around your life. And he said, well, what do you mean by that? And I said, busy executives, people like you who are up to big things, things come up. And it's like you're so busy, which is why, ironically, you're going to be working with me. But if you don't make your coaching calls a priority, we'll never make a dent. So I just asked that that you reschedule your life and not your coaching calls, and you keep these as a priority. And he said, yeah. And he had scheduling issues and whatever, but we worked out 3 times that he could do, and I said, I'm willing to be flexible and work in with that. So we got the first month in, and yeah, so it feels good. I was really nervous too about the whole thing. If you're going to be charging them, definitely I wouldn't do this fly-by-night approach. I would make sure they do the client discovery tool. They know that it's going to be at least 30 minutes. This was kind of a wing and a prayer, but I'm excited about it, that I get to contribute to this person. And I know that even just some simple time management stuff is going to be huge. Stuff that he'd know about, but it may not do so. I'm excited about this. All right, cheers. I hope that helps. And my invitation to you, if you watch this video, if you got this far through this 5-minute and 47-second video so far, is to make a list of people in your life community, people you may not even know, who you admire and respect, and who would be amazing referral sources, and go and extend this invite to at least one of them. either by phone or by email. But I suggest if you get anyone on the phone and say, I like what you're up to, I've received a lot just from watching you, and I'd like to give back. I want to offer you, like, no strings attached, 1 month of coaching, and just to help you. And so, you know, if you're interested, why don't we set up a 20-minute call just to make sure that we'd be a fit for each other, and talk about what you're up to in your life right now. It's fun. I just thought of another thought too. You could say, I just want to give back, but you could also say, I'd like to coach you because I think you would run across a lot of people who could use my services. So I want to invest in my relationship with you. I want to give you a month's worth of coaching worth $300 or $500 or $1,000 or whatever you value it at. And no obligation, no strings attached. I just want to give you value for a month. And if you love it, I trust that you'll be telling people about me. And if you don't, we'll know after 10 minutes and we'll stop. But I think you'll really love it. All right, cheers.